Got it. I know we got it. Here we go. Now, this is a 1974 Honda MT250, and it is the Elsinore version. If you guys are familiar with old Hondas, the Elsinores are the top of the line, top shelf bikes with better suspension, better engine, more power, better handling, all around, just better bikes. And I was lucky enough to pick one up. So I saw this bike on Facebook Marketplace 2 days ago. I picked up the bike yesterday because I knew this deal was gonna get snatched up quick by somebody. The bike was listed for $900 and I picked it up for $600. You know how I get down. I'm gonna find out if this bike will run. Now there's some things that might be issues, but I'm gonna do everything I can today to see if we can get this bike running, because I want to hear this 250 purr. So let's look over this bike. The one thing I did notice is that this seat is almost 100% perfect. It has a tiny little hole right there. The bottom is a little bit rusty, but I'm probably not even going to do anything to the seat because it is almost perfect. The gas tank, it's a shame because the paint looks so cool, but there is some rust on it, so I'm going to have to repaint this tank. But check out the inside. The inside of this tank is not bad at all. I don't see any rust in there. It appears that it was not left with gas in it. It only has 2,845 miles on it. That is basically nothing. Headlight bucket, pretty good shape, but something's a little messed up there. It's missing the screw. It's just missing the screw, that's it. That's an easy fix. I can't tell, but it looks like someone spray painted this black. It looks like it was chrome from the factory, so all I'm gonna have to do is clean off that paint and it'll be good as new. Same with the front fender. Fork tubes look great. Not gonna do anything with those, just clean them off with some aluminum foil. It'll be fine. This part is gonna need polished up. This is just aluminum. Now the wheels are a problem. The wheels are pretty rusty. Spokes are very rusty. So I may have to either just have the whole wheel re-chromed, get new wheels, paint the wheels. I really haven't decided yet. But again, I want this thing to look as close to stock as possible. As you can see, it's missing the exhaust clamp, missing the intake clamp, missing the bolt for the oil injection. I don't know what's going on here, but it's missing a nut or something because the wheel is just totally loose. So we're gonna need a new something there. Rear shocks look okay. Missing the muffler, obviously. This thing's gonna be loud, but I can't wait to hear it. I'm so excited. It's also missing the taillight, and this rear fender is cracked, so probably gonna have to pick up a new one of those. It's missing the chain, and it is missing the shift lever, which that's gonna be a problem. Hopefully it is in neutral, because the clutch really doesn't work. It's frozen. I also just noticed something kind of bad right there, that on the engine, this part of the casing is cracked and broken. That is not good. Just noticed that. And The elephant in the room, the wires coming out of the engine here, somebody just cut them. So I'm guessing the whole wiring harness is missing, because as you can see, this connector up here has nothing connected to it. That's the main wiring harness. So it's going to be hard to get this bike running, but I am going to give it a shot. Now this bike also did come with an extra exhaust pipe. Wow. This chrome is perfect. All this one's gonna need is painted. This bike's so light I can just pick it up and move it. Now, in order for this bike to run, it's gonna need 4 things. Spark, we can check easily, but I doubt it's getting spark because all of the wires from the engine have been cut. 2, gas, we can easily squirt some gas into this carburetor, no problem. 3, it's gonna need air, so hopefully, well, the back of the carburetor is not even connected to anything, so it's definitely gonna be getting air. And number 4, compression. And it definitely has that. So let's check on number 1, spark. Oh, there's the spark plug right there. Let's go and disconnect it. Spark plug looks brand new, which might be a sign that someone was trying to get this thing running. Well, there's nothing holding the gas tank off, so that makes it a bit easier. There we go. Definitely looks like a brand new plug. But on the inside, it is pretty black. So I guess it's not brand new. I think there's about 10% chance that this will have spark, but well, let's try it anyways. As expected, no spark. So I'm guessing one of these wires coming out of the engine probably connects to the coil. So let's just try one. Let's try this black and white wire. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I never get that lucky. We have spark. Now that we have spark, let's go ahead and tighten that spark plug back into the engine head. And now all we gotta do is spray some starting fluid in the back of that carburetor. Before you guys say anything, this starting fluid I'm going to use has upper cylinder lubricant in it. Woo, I'm getting excited. If this thing starts up, that's going to be crazy. I do think there's a good chance it'll run. That's why I brought it outside. So I'm going to kick it over and try to spray some of this in the back of the carburetor. At the same time, I have no throttle, so this is going to be a very crude first start. Maybe it won't be quite as easy. I'm not giving up yet. Whoa! Little kickback. Whoa! Something happened. This thing is backfiring like crazy. Ow! My foot hurts really bad. I should have worn a boot. Ow. We're not quite there yet. Now I know you guys didn't think I'd get that lucky, but obviously it didn't start. And we have some issues here. One issue is that the intake manifold is just completely loose. So it wasn't really pulling anything through the carburetor. It was just pulling in too much air, which could be the reason for that backfiring. So let's just go ahead and pull this guy off and take a look at him. There we go. Just like that, carburetor is out. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull the bowl off of this thing. I'm sure it is filthy. I really have no idea what to expect here. This thing could be totally clean, or it could be completely trashed. Okay, definitely not too bad. There is some sediment in there, so definitely gonna need cleaned out. It does smell like old gas, but not too bad. I've smelled a lot worse. Wow, I can see right through the main jet. It is not clogged up. The idle jet, I can actually see right through that one as well. It's not clogged either. I don't know, guys, everything in here looks fine. Looks like it should be ready to run. Just got to clean the inside of that nasty bowl out, and we should be good to go. So I'm just going to let that stuff soak in there for a little bit, and we'll work on the actual carburetor itself. I'm just going to spray through them, and that should be fine. No resistance there. And just check it, make sure it's clear. Oh yeah, it's clear. I could see it coming through all those little holes there. So just make sure the passageway, yep, passageway is totally clear as well. So let's get that back in. The main jet appears to be number 115, which is probably stock size. Yep, that's clear. Yep, that's clear. We'll reinstall the jet. Everything's fine there. Tighten it down just a little bit. There we go. And then we can spray out the inside of the body. Let's check the fuel inlet. Yeah, that's totally clear. The air jet also. Spray through this choke hole. Spray through the overflow. Okay, everything inside there looks super clean. I'm going to use a brass wire brush and just clean some of this gunk off. So let's go ahead and reinstall it on the carburetor. It's looking really clean now. Alright, we're all tightened down. Now I just want to clean the outside. It looks a whole lot better than it did before. I found a hose clamp that fits right here, and the carburetor is all clean, so let's get it back on the bike. Fits pretty nicely in that boot. Let's go ahead and tighten it down, and then we can get the throttle slide back in. So I tried looking online for air filters to go in the stock air box, and I actually could not find any. It just seemed like the right decision was to pull the stock air box out. I'll sell this on eBay, or try to, and then I'm just gonna put a K&N air filter on this thing. There we go, perfect. So let me throw a clamp around there, and that'll be a good temporary filter just for the first start. It's a couple days later, and we got a ton of snow outside. What better day than today to get this bike running? I did already get the throttle working, so we are getting pretty close to getting this thing to run. I also picked up a new spark plug since I broke the old one. It's an NGK BR8ES. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Well, I can already tell. Look at that. There's your problem. That's why I couldn't get the bike to start. It was just sputtering because The spark plug wasn't even all the way through the head. Okay, new spark plug is going in. Now this thing actually has a chance. So I got this 1/4 inch fuel line. I went ahead and tossed a fuel filter in line with it because I don't want my freshly cleaned carburetor to get all gummed up. So for this first startup, I'm gonna actually use the gas tank. But first I want to rinse it out with a little bit of fresh gas. It sounds like it's empty, but might as well give it a bit of a rinse first. Alright, we'll dump this into my little bowl over here. Alright, got that rinsed out. Let's get some gas in. That should be good. Alright, gas is on. The petcock's definitely leaking a little bit, but I can see that the filter is full of gas, which means that the carburetor is also full of gas. Choke is on. And we are ready to try to start this thing up. Here we go. Okay guys, this is it. Oh man. I think something's wrong with the ignition. It has to be, because it just keeps kicking back. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna happen, guys. It has been a couple more days since the last clip. I could not get this thing started no matter what I did. And then I got to looking at the bike and I discovered something. Take a look at this ignition coil right here. Obviously doesn't even line up with the bolt holes on the frame. It says CM6120, which is from a different bike. So I had to pick up the correct ignition coil on eBay for around $30. And this one is way different. You can see it has this capacitor resistor thing on it. This one does not have that at all. Let's get to it. There we go. There we go. Spark plug wire in now. All right. And now let's see if we have spark. Oh yeah, we have spark. It started idling really high. Don't know why, but oh my gosh. It started. It was a little scary because it started ringing out and I don't have a kill switch yet. So I had to pull the spark plug boot off. Throttle cable was sticking a little bit. I think that's why it was revving like crazy. Let's try it again. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this one. It was, man, it was something. It was a thrill to make this one, to say the least. So if you want to stay in the loop with the next project or next video in this project, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when I make new videos. Comment down below. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.